remember basically choking on smoke. I remember my back hurting. Basically, if you can imagine being on a roller coaster and like going kind of up and down because it lifted both Humvees. That was our first real contact with the enemy. I remember my back hurting. Mentally, I still wanted to go back, but physically, I did not.
But you did. You did what you were asked.
Of course. About 4 months later, we encountered the enemy again. We were ambushed in force. Our Humvee got hit by some sort of armor-piercing RPG that went right through my Humvee door, right over my lap. The RPG went through the Humvee door, through the engine block, went right through everything. Our rear Humvee got hit by 3, maybe 4 RPGs. I immediately checked to make sure I still had every body part. I remember like checking my hand, like moving my fingers because I saw blood in my arms and my legs, and I wiggled my toes. And then I was like, you know what? I'm still good, I'm breathing. Thankfully everybody was. And then after that, we returned, small arm fire called in for air support. I remember that the guys pulled me out. I tried walking, I couldn't. And then the medic just came running over to patch me up. I later found out that I received shrapnel wounds to both my knees. And there's still a lot of shrapnel in there, and it makes life difficult, especially in New England, where the weather changes a lot. So it can be tough. I can't really kneel, can't run. But I'm still alive and very thankful.
So fast forward to coming back. Obviously you have some physical limitations. Did you experience any kind of mental limitations or symptoms of PTSD?
I left Fort Bragg. I was still in the service. I ended up going home, and I reported somewhere out of Boston, and I ended up doing more physical therapy and mental health therapy while I was home, which helped. And then that's when I started noticing I was suffering symptoms of PTSD as well as traumatic brain injury. And I actually remember one day I was walking out of my room, and my dad like clapped behind me, and I just fell to the ground and was shaking.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, you know what, I need some help.
Yeah.
So I reached out to the VA, and now I'm actually continuing therapy through the vet center. I still wanted to join the workforce and work and have a meaning to life, basically. So I tried various jobs. I couldn't really do it because I was very physically limited. I was taking a bunch of medicine just to try and work, and it was doing a toll on my body, so I had to end up stopping, which sucked. Like having like family and friends like just assume that you're lazy, but like I've always wanted to work. Like it hurts. Like I just have this desire to give back to the community. Ultimately, I wanted to become a police officer to continue serving, my country, and because of what happened, I couldn't do it, and it really sucks. The worst time I had with my PTSD, kind of felt like I was in like a black hole of darkness. Ended up suffering through a divorce during that time. That didn't help, which made me isolate even more.
You say you were kind of struggling to find a purpose?
Yeah, at that time I was definitely struggling to find a purpose. Like I couldn't really do a normal day-to-day job due to my physical limitations. Recently, my wife and I went on a family trip, and actually ended up talking to my brother-in-law, who gave me the idea of to start streaming, which is playing video games live and talking to people. And I don't have to, but I give back half the proceeds to help other veterans. I give back to like the Fisher House. Specifically while I play video games, I just have a camera on me. I play live, people come into the chat room, we talk. I try to, have them talk about their day and try to bring positivity to other people's lives. Like I give advice. I talk to them offline as well as online. Having a dog really helps. Pepper actually comes onto the stream, does some tricks for people. I've always been connected with animals, and I've noticed that they really, really help just in your everyday mental, health. So even just sitting there petting him is relaxing. So actually when my friend reached out to me, it like putting two to two together, where he's like, hey, I'm trying to raise money for my commander that passed away, and he's actually donating, he's raising money through Rebuilding Warriors, which actually puts service dogs together with veterans that need it. It's a no-brainer for me. That's where I want to, donate this money to this month. The last time I did a 24-hour stream with the month's proceeds, we raised $500 to go to the Fisher House Foundation. This month, I'm hoping to raise more because it's even more connected to my purpose of helping veterans as well as helping dogs. So I personally have a dog. He's not a service dog, who helps me a lot. He's actually sitting with me right now as I'm doing this. It's having an animal in your life makes a huge difference on your overall mood. Helps you wake up in the morning when you're having a bad morning. So knowing that this money's going to a good cause through Rebuilding Warriors to get a service dog for a veteran in need really hits home. It feels so good. I'll be doing my live 24-hour stream April 27th. I'll be streaming Saturday night 9 p.m. till Sunday night 9 p.m. And the way that works is basically I'll be playing various video games through Twitch, which is a website that is a streaming service. And I'll just be playing various games. People come and watch. Every single dollar that gets donated I'll be donating straight back to Rebuilding Warriors. So just, come and watch, hang out, come chat. It's very veteran friendly. I have a lot of veterans that just come and talk and hang out. In total, I've raised over $1,000 to help veterans. This month I'm hoping to raise, $500 plus to give to Rebuilding Warriors towards putting a good dog towards, helping a veteran in need. It helps me get out of bed each and every day. It really helps my mental health. Gives me a sense of purpose. I really enjoy doing it, and it's once you find out what you can do, it really makes a big difference in your life.